All right, how's it going, everybody? It is Tuesday. I'm finally back. I didn't do any shows last week. Sorry, I was very busy. As I was just telling Chase before we came on, just passed my driving test yesterday. I've been doing a lot of lessons last week, so we're back in business. We're kicking things off with the manimal Chase Mann. I meant to catch up with him in Bangkok, didn't happen. So we agreed to do something when we're both back home, and here it is. How are you doing, Chase? We'll get into all that stuff, but first of all, yeah, everything good.
Yeah, good here. Great to be back home with the family. Not gonna lie, man, I do already miss Thailand. It was amazing there.
Yeah, I think the thumbnail I used, the picture for the thumbnail, you're doing the Y uh,
Oh yeah,
from Thailand. Is that something you picked up over there?
it is. Yeah. So I've always kind of like put my hands. I've always said thank you, and people always laugh at me here for it. But now I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it full time, full send.
Yeah, you fit right in there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, other than how the fight went down, we'll get into that. But yeah, how was the trip overall? It was the first time I think you'd ever left America, right? You had to get a passport. I know your team.
Yes, all of us had to. I've been on a plane once, and it was 2 hours. So yeah, 25 hours total. It was rough. It was rough, but it was business. We did hit some turbulence on the way there that was terrifying, and I'm like holding my coach's hand, like freaking out. The person behind us started crying, and
Really?
oh man, it just made it awful. But we made it through it.
Well, I guess at the age you are, yeah, never really been on a long haul flight. It must be scary when you hit that turbulence. But turbulence on the plane, turbulence in the ring. Talk me through it. You know, you got the win against Isi, but it's not how you want to do it, right? You didn't seem to want to celebrate.
No, I haven't really even said it out loud, but like just thinking about it, like, I mean, it was a win, but I don't even feel like it was, yeah, I mean, it's first of all, I hate to see a serious injury like that. And then, yeah, just the way everything played out, it was just not what I envisioned, something I didn't think would happen at all. And then I want to win, and I do envision that, but I want it to be on my terms, not something crazy like that.
But it's a win still, and
Yeah.
arguably a huge win, the biggest win of your career. It's going to put you right in the mix in welterweight division now. Are you thinking about that, or are you looking for a rematch whenever AC's healthy?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be a company man. Y'all tell me what to do, and I'll do it. I definitely Izzy's he's earned everything he's worked for, and yeah, if he wants a rematch, I'd be more than happy, and I'm sure he will. One of his team, one of his coaches or somebody afterwards did mention us meeting in the future, and yeah, 100%. I would love to. I still have questions that I want answered with that fight. So yeah, whatever's next, I'm ready. I'm healthy. I didn't take any damage. I was expecting to be a little beat up, and yeah, I'm ready to go.
Just get into some of the comments here. USA, anonymous. One of my members shout out, and mission accomplished. A story of the fight. Another member shout out. Respectful, but still a win. Yeah, was any part of you able to enjoy this? You know, getting back home. I'm sure a lot of people were texting you saying congrats, even though, yeah, like we said, it wasn't how you want to do it. Were you able to take any enjoyment?
Man, really, the most enjoyment I got out of it was just the overall experience, and getting to be there with my coaches and people I love. Yeah, that getting my hand raised, I did enjoy it, and I got a little emotional, but it was more just like because I still can't believe this is even real. Like I still like it still just felt so surreal just even standing there looking out at everybody. It was just crazy. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Obviously, I'm very happy. Getting paid more, and yeah, and the fight was going my way. I know he got injured early, but yeah.
Yeah, how soon did you feel he was seriously injured? And you know, how do you deal with a situation like that? Do you go in for the kill, so to speak, or do you just have to think how do I finish this fight without seriously injuring him even more? Is the referee going to step in? What's going through your head then?
So I didn't know he was hurt at all during the fight. I had no idea. I did feel in our grappling exchanges when he like tried to shoot a takedown, and like as he got up, I felt like he was just a little slower and not as strong as I thought. And I know he's a world class athlete. You know, like I knew what to expect. I've seen all of his fights, and so I wasn't sure what was going on. I didn't put two and two together that he was injured. Yeah, I mean, if I would have known, I probably would have disengaged and tried striking a little more. But once I had a hold of him, I just didn't want to let go. And yeah, that wasn't the game plan either. That was far down the line as far as plans to wrestle and grapple with him, was not plan A, B, or C. So
Yeah, because I was watching backstage between interviewing people, and I kind of look at the TV, and I see you just all over him on the ground, out wrestling him. Like, damn, Chase, I didn't think you'd be doing this. I thought you'd go to war. I thought he'd be trying to grapple you. Yeah. So do you think it would have played out differently if he hadn't got injured?
yeah, yes. I think yeah, I think I probably still would have. I think I still would have wrestled the shot. He wasn't injured when I shot the takedown. He wasn't injured when I took him down. You know, like that was just an in-fight instinctual thing. So yeah, I mean, he would have went out. Both of us are going out on our shields, and that's what I said going in this fight. One of us is going to get finished, and I think we both have a lot of heart, and we're going to find out. So yeah, I think it would have been a war. Just that's what I was literally mentally, physically prepared for. A gritty war.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we do see it run back, but I was very impressed by what I did see either way. And do you think people shouldn't take it away from you? Like, that was still a lot of hard work you put in, right? And you still executed what you had to do, and
yeah,
you achieved something at least, right?
Right. Yeah. And that's another thing too. Like, if you I don't want to be disrespectful at all, but in a fight, if you injure the other person, you cause the injury, right? Like any other circumstance, if you go for a submission, if you hit somebody and you break a bone, if you break something, or like I said, submission and break something, you inflict that injury, you done it. You know, it's you caused that. It wasn't they done it on their own. So yeah, I mean, I got people can think what they want. I'm like I said, I want to prove a lot more. I want a lot more. I feel like I did get to answer some questions, and like I said, I want to make a statement and show that I'm here to fight. And yeah, you know, I thought it was cool hearing everybody, the commentary, and everybody's like didn't expect me to wrestle at all, and that's what you can expect when I fight. Expect the unexpected, because I don't know what I'm going to do sometimes.
Yeah, is it kind of a secret weapon, or has your wrestling always been something you can bring out of your locker?
Yeah, so the way Isi
look, we don't see it much, right? Last fight, you 16 seconds knock someone out. So
yeah, so the way Isi fights is the way that I normally fight. I come forward and I use my striking to set up takedowns and take people down and maul them. You know, I try to take people down and cut them up and get a submission. You know, I just try to break them mentally. And I use my striking. I really haven't had to use it a lot. Like there's been 4 or 5 fights in a row where I only got to throw 2 or 3 punches on the feet, and that's kind of been more of like a bit of a secret. Like a lot of people hadn't got to see my full arsenal in the striking that I've done, and that's what we thought we were going to use this fight. That was literally the plan for the past 6 or 8 weeks, however long it was.
Well, it worked. Either way, you could have done the whole Joshua Van thing. You know, he won the belt, injuring his opponent, taking the belt. Like, were you aware of things like that? You didn't want to seem like you were enjoying someone else's misfortune. And fair play to Joshua Van. Like you say, you caused that injury, so it's your win, right? But was that in the back of your mind? He got a lot of blowback, I think, on social media.
Yeah, I can't really even say I was thinking too much about what everybody else saw. You know, like it was so much pressure and there was so much stress going into that I really just had to be in the moment. And you can see the look on my face. Usually I'm a little more excited and smiling, kind of bouncing around before a fight. But this one, like, I was like, I was locked in, and all I could do was think about what was happening in that moment. And so, yeah, once he got, I mean, it was genuine, like once he got injured, I really wanted to go over there and talk to him and check on him. But I just didn't. I did go over there, and I just told him I'm really sorry that this happened. And then I went and hugged my coaches and everything. But yeah, no, like I said, I felt awful. I know I'm a fighter, and there's guys out there that are that say they want to hurt people and stuff. And I love this more than anything, but I'm not going to sit here and say that I enjoy hurting people or anything like that at all.
Well, I saw you at the weigh-ins. You seem to be handling the whole occasion very well. You were smiling. You were happy. Were you nervous inside for this whole week?
Yeah. Probably more than anything I've ever been in my life, honestly.
Well, it's understandable. Another comment here. Great one debut for Chase Mann from JXNFLT, and asking rematch or interim title in the picture.
Yes, and big yes. Let's go, baby.
I suppose that's what I want to ask you as well. Yeah, I think I alluded to it earlier. Yeah, if Isi is too long coming back, you are right up there now. There's a few guys knocking about. Kadestam, the former champion, and Roberto Soldic also there. Those two have fought before. We don't know what's going on with Christian Lee. Where do you fit into that picture? Do you want to take on one of the other guys?
Man, I don't know. I don't have a preference. I've watched all these guys, and I've watched Christian Lee the most, obviously. But yeah, whatever's next. I'd say yes to just about anything right now. I really just want to fight again. I want to work my way up, and yeah, it's a dream to get an opportunity to fight for that belt.
Dark Side here, another one of my members shout out saying you stole Fitikefu's thunder, man. Everyone thought he was close to the title. It's true, it's not the deepest division in one, but you have taken a guy who was on a win streak and who possibly, if he'd beaten you, was going to get right in that picture. You must be thrilled with that, right? Who could have imagined this a year ago? Not even a year ago, 3 months ago, perhaps you would be close to a world title. Is this just blowing your mind?
Yeah, dude, it's a trip. This fight, like I said, this whole thing's been so. I'm always anxious. Like now, I'm just always, I'm always just a nervous dude. I mean, but yeah, this whole thing's been such a learning experience, and trying to just learn to believe in myself. I mean, people are gonna, I still feel so like I have so much to learn, and so like I'm just a pretty normal guy that's trying to do extraordinary things. So like I feel like that's why I can relate with a lot of people. I'm not putting on some kind of mask and trying to be anybody else. I'm going to be honest and talk about like how scary all this stuff is and the real emotions that I feel,
Well, Story of the Fight here says a lot of fighters need to watch these episodes with Chase as media training. I was going to say, yeah, you're very good, very well spoken, and you're very articulate. Have you always been good at talking and things like that? Or a lot of fighters struggle with these kind of things, and it's like getting blood from a stone, but you seem to be a natural talker. Is that just part of your character?
Yeah, I guess so, man. ADHD has been a little bit of a blessing in that way. I can talk, man.
Well, yeah, you can talk, you can fight. A breath of fresh air as well, says Story of the Fight. And Dark Side against Kadestam was going to fight Isi. That was the plan. You should call him out now. Have you thought about a call out? Is that your style, going on social media? Have you had a talk with maybe we're going to make a statement here?
Yeah, I don't really. I haven't done call outs. Maybe we'll start. I don't know that, but yeah, that's not the type of guy I am. We did. I don't know how much I can say. We did hear something about a date maybe coming up in April. Nothing's official, nothing signed, but yeah, we might get back in there soon.
That's great. I was going to ask you as well. Yeah, when would you like to get back in there? As soon as possible, I imagine. But that's good to hear. 3 months, would you be ready to go?
Dude, I'm ready now. I've been eating some bad stuff. I came home and ate a bunch of chocolate and stuff, so that's about it. But yeah, I'm back in the gym getting beat up. Nobody, like I came back and my first day back on the mats, I'm like, all right, these guys know I just flew for 25 hours and they know I'm wore out and just had a fight. So like they're going to take it easy. But no, dude, it's like I had a target on my back. Everybody was trying to beat me up. So yeah, I'm right back in the mix. We got guys getting ready for fights. One of our heavyweights is fighting him. So yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go.
That's funny. Yeah. ADHD should hang out with Liam Harrison. Does it help you with this whole career having something like that? Just does it help you with the focus?
Probably so. Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse in a real way. Like, because I can do 100 things at once. And when I do get locked in and able to focus, I'm good at it. And I gotta do whatever it is I'm doing 150%. I want to be the best in the world at whatever it is I'm doing. But along with that, I overthink everything, and that's the part where it's a curse. You know, the ugly part where like I'm staying up late at night and my mind is just racing, and so yeah, there's a good, bad, and ugly to it for sure.
Well, you've come a long way, man. And I think the last interview, I didn't want to get into too much with you, but I know you have a crazy background as well, and I've seen it in other interviews. I don't know how much you want to talk about it, but like how much has that inspired you to kind of do what you're doing now? And yeah, like for the Cliff Notes version, you know, you spent time in this children's correctional facility, which turned out to be a very bad place with like abuse from physical abuse from some of the people there, and then the FBI raided it, I saw, and got it shut down. And how did you overcome all this stuff to get where you are? Has it inspired your journey?
Yeah. I mean, it took a while. It definitely messed me up as a child, and probably still now. There's stuff I deal with from it, but I've just always felt like now I feel like it's just a part of my test. It's a part of my testimony, and I feel like everything happened for a reason to bring me to where I am. And like I don't want anybody to go through anything bad, so I don't want to say that bad things happen, but I just try to look at everything in a positive way, and I truly believe everything in my life happened for a reason. I was meant to handle it, and it's brought me to where I am. And yeah, now I get to do these things, and I get to like I want to inspire the next generation of these kids that might come from something like I did. So that's really a big motivator for me, is getting to inspire, show people that come from nothing, or are troubled kids that battle any kind of addiction, or seeing their family go through it. I want to show them that you can do it.
Yeah, you've come a long way, and you should be proud of yourself. You should pat yourself on the back, but the work's not done, right? Is it hard to congratulate yourself? Yeah, this is just the beginning.
Yeah, man. I sometimes I feel like it was a different kid, a different person. I think back about all this stuff, and I almost disassociate. Like I really feel like a different person now than then, and a lot of it had to do probably with my daughter being born. There was some kind of shift that happened. It probably was. That's probably what it was. Thinking back, something just changed, man. So like stuff I never thought I could change, the way I thought, the way my outlook on the world and other people, and yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, getting into martial arts and finding this has really, I feel so right at home. Like I have an outlet. I love the lifestyle. I have all the right people around me, and I couldn't be happier with where I'm at. I feel like I'm right where I should be.
So, yeah, your daughter was 10 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you've got a second child. It's come full circle, hasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. How
is everything with the newborn? They're like the same day, right? Me and your kid, or 1 day apart, I think.
1 day apart. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, good. He's starting to actually laugh at me. He laughs at my wife a lot more. I get a little bit jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
Same. But, I get that.
Is yours starting to giggle and stuff? Does he laugh?
Yeah, but she never has it for me. It's always for mother, grandma, and the nannies, not me.
That's how ours is. But yeah, I love watching the little personality starting to come out. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I think as a father, I've heard it. We kind of get that bond a bit later, right? I'm hoping so, at least.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm asking her. I'm picking him up, and he's holding his head up pretty well. But I'm like, when can I start flipping him and doing wrestling with him? She's like, not yet.
Yeah, it'll come. Will you be getting getting him into martial arts or what? How do you? Did your other daughter? Does your daughter do it?
So I never forced. I've never forced her to do anything. My daughter, we do. I guess I do. I did make her always got to do one sport. That's one of our rules. Whatever sport it is, you got to do one. And so she trains occasionally. She's more into just like overall health and fitness, working out. But she's a gymnast and now she does dance. But she knows how to defend herself, and I'm hoping that she gets a little older, she'll want to be into it more. And I think when her little brother, when Creed starts getting bigger and he starts training, she's going to want to be a part of it. But yeah, my wife and I have talked, and when he can walk, he's going to start wrestling for sure.
All right. Well, thanks for speaking to me, man. I appreciate it. I'll let you get back to the family. I don't know what time it is over there in Arkansas. What is it?
9:39 p.m.
Okay. Is that normally time to hit the hay or what?
Yes. Yeah. Try to. It depends on how long he cries for,
Well, yeah, go deal with that, man. I appreciate you talking to me, and hopefully see you soon. Yeah, back in the ring. Anything else you want to say finally?
No, man. I just thank you for the opportunity. Yeah. Shout out to all the fans. Love you guys. Let's keep doing it, baby.
Absolutely. The Manimal, hopefully back in April. Let's see what happens. All right. Appreciate you, Chase. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. All right, that was Chase Mann, the Manimal, successful debut in one championship. Not the way he wanted it to happen, of course, beating Isi Fitikefu by TKO via a doctor stoppage, I think, of an injury. But showed a lot of what he's all about, I thought. And he impressed me, impressed a lot of people. We didn't know he had some of that in his locker. So I do hope he's back soon in action. And like they're saying in the chat, maybe Sebastian Kadistan would be a good fight for him, former champ. A win over Kadistan would definitely put Chase Mann right up there in the title picture. But we don't know what's happening with Christian Lee. We don't know what's happening with Roberto Soldic. Who knows? But I think either way, he's a good addition to this welterweight MMA division. And like I said before, I want these divisions to get a little bit fleshed out. Why not? The MMA is fine in one championship. It's taken a couple of years backseat to Muay Thai and things like that. But MMA seems to be back on the agenda, and why not? It's always a fun one. One needs to get behind him on the social. Story of the Fight says, yeah, why not? I think he needs to get his own socials popping a little bit. I don't think he's ever focused too much on it, he told me last time, but why not? I think he gained a few thousand followers either way from the whole experience, as you'd expect. Get on it, Bear. Exactly. If Bear's still lurking here somewhere, maybe he can hear it. Where's Lineker being? He's still in one. He used to get booked left and right, says Uskion one. Yeah, I don't know where he is. I think he was getting booked a lot last year and in Muay Thai and in the year before, I think. But I think I imagine he wants to go back to MMA, so he may have to wait a little bit longer to get a fight. But I think John Lineker always should be a top priority in one. And there's a new champion in that division, Enk Orgel, and Lineker I don't think has fought him. So depends what they want to do with Andrade. And I know Orgel wants to go up to featherweight and have a shot at 2 division glory. We don't know how it's going to play out. We have to see. But yeah, Enk Orgel, I'm hoping they book him soon, and I hope they just let us know what they're thinking about, because there's a lot of options they can do with that guy. Why haven't they made a Friday Fights image this week? You tell me. I've been looking for it high and low. I've been searching. I've been asking. Has not been released yet, as far as I can see on socials. I only get it when they have it. You know what I mean? They pass it along to me and all the other media. I'm not sure. They put out a Thai one, I think, but not in English. Who knows? Maybe they're holding it. They just want to post it themselves. That could be the case. But yeah, normally we have a group, like a media group for Thai media on Line, I think it's called. Yeah, the app, and they'll put all their materials in that for the media to use, if they want to. Press releases, things like that, and yeah, normally they whack it in there, like the Thai version and the English version. But the English version was conspicuously absent this time. So I haven't seen it. As soon as I get it or see it, I'll post it as well. I'm sure you guys will see it before me in some form. I mean, yeah, it's been hard for me to keep up with all the news this last few days. I'm sorry if I didn't say it. I might have said it earlier, but yeah, I was doing my driving test yesterday at the age of 38, which has been embarrassing, but I passed, which is great news. So I've been doing intensive lessons the last few days, especially the weekend and Monday just before the test. I was dialed in on that, or trying to be as dialed in as I could. It was very difficult to pay attention to anything else. So I missed a few fights. I'm catching up now. We're going to discuss it now, but very happy to pass my test. And who knows, you might see me zipping around Bangkok in some kind of automobile. Say hey if you do. Actually, I'd be terrified of driving on those roads in Bangkok. They are madness. Just all the bikes zipping in around you. Oh my God. I've sat on those things twice when I absolutely had to do it in case I was going to be late for an event, like a Friday fight or whatever, or weigh-in. So I almost fainted twice getting off those things. My legs are just jelly. It's like a death trap. I cannot believe people use that every day. Anyway, yeah, I'm out there on the raceways. I'm just so happy to have this thing. So I failed my test when I was 18 twice. That was when I lived in England, London. I never did it again. So didn't really need to. London is pretty well connected transport-wise, and so is Hong Kong, where I've lived the last 9 years. So I've just never needed a car. It would have been useful in certain situations, but I'm someone who likes to actually take trains and buses, so I don't really mind. But now having a kid, it might be useful in the future, and it'd be good, yeah, if we go on vacations, things like that. So anyway, less than 3 months till Japan. Hopefully they start announcing things soon. Says Usuki on one. Oh, that you just reminded me. Yeah, I have to do this. I better text Bear. Yes, that's a side mission. Japan. I need to get my ducks in a row for that. Hello, Nick says Ong 9 win. Hello to Ong 9 win as well. I like him. So yeah, you guys seem to like Chase. That's good to see. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. We're gonna do some fight news. That's right. Share screen. Let's get on it. So I'm not hanging around too long today. I have another interview later with Danny Kingad, but it won't be live. I'll record that one and put it out for you guys at some point. But here is the big-ish news. Yeah, nothing, no bombshells, title fights, things like that. We don't have any Japan fights being announced, sorry, but we do have Fight Night 41, which is the month before, March 14th, or Friday 13th if you're in America. Isn't that the unlucky date, Friday the 13th? Some kind of thing, yeah. Ooh, well, hopefully it's not unlucky for Supergirl or Yu Yapui. I don't think they care about Friday the 13th on this side of the world, but here we go. It's a good matchup. Atomweight Muay Thai. I just saw this morning. I think they announced it last night. Good matchup. I think Yu Yapui is coming off a couple losses. That bad knockout to Amy Peony, and then the decision loss to Martina, which was pretty close. Supergirl as well, not been too successful as of late. She had missed weight on the last fight, I think, and then her opponent Kirilova refused to take it. Before that, there was she got a bit of a beatdown from Christina Morales, which the caveat, she said she had been very sick that morning of the fight. But yeah, before that, she was on a bit of a roll. She was talking of titles, things like that. She had beaten Lara Fernandez at the split decision with Stamp, which was very entertaining. Both got a bonus. She beat Katerina, split decision. People calling for rematch, things like that. Yeah, we'll see what goes on. I think probably Yapri would be the favorite on this one, but Supergirl will be keen to remind us what she's capable of, and put herself back in the picture at atom weight. But it's I'd be, if I'm anyone in this division, I just think you've got Pedjija there, the Boogie Woman. How is anyone ever going to beat her? Alicia Rodriguez is the champ, but they're finally going to fight. I would have talked about that fight last week if I'd been doing shows, but I was so busy with these driving lessons, I had to take a bit of time off. But they are fighters, and they've got a dream of one day winning the belt. So who knows? Anything can happen. Friday the 13th, the day for violence. Any fight news on DiBella or Ursel? Tony Valley asks. Nope. I wish I did. I did an interview with John a week or two ago, and he said he's got a fight date and a location. He didn't confirm it, but I think it's probably Japan, April 29th, but he didn't confirm nor deny. But opponent-wise, I think, well, one of the other fights we can discuss, which sort of broke, but not officially, it was on Chinese socials. Zhang Peimian against Ellis Barboza. Now, Ellis told me about this as well a few weeks back, but he wasn't signed or anything. But I see it's now signed. So I think the winner of that could possibly face DiBella for the belt. Why not? You've got Ellis is a former title challenger in Muay Thai. Zhang, a former title challenger in kickboxing, and he's coming off a win, and he could probably get a title shot with another win there over a former title challenger. Either way, you could flip it. The winner deserves a shot at DiBella. So I think that might be DiBella's next opponent, unless they can find a big name Japanese fighter like a Takumi Terada. A lot of people are talking about that. Can they get him out of K1? I don't know his contract situation, but I think if they can't find a big name Japanese free agent or something like that, it would probably be this fight. You're looking at for JDB. For us, or difficult because he's beaten everyone, and I think the only one he's not faced maybe is Rung Rawi. Rung Rawi probably needs another win to get there. DiBella in Japan is a no-brainer. Ursel 2. Curly says we need Rambolek versus Nabil. Could do that. I think I did see Haggerty saying he has signed for a fight, so I don't know whether Haggerty and Nabil has been booked already. If he's healthy, Haggerty gets first dibs, I think, ahead of Rambolek. But Rambolek is now probably well positioned to be the next challenger. I don't know if he would need another win. Zhang lost to Rui Botello. Anonymous one says, yep. So that's the thing. I feel like they don't want to put Rui against John again because John handled him pretty easily. But, Rui said to me when we spoke to him on here a couple of times, that was like a shadow of himself that day. He would like another crack at John. And, he has beaten Zhang twice, both very tight split decisions, but wins are wins. And, I think you could justifiably give Rui the title shot as well. Maybe do Rui versus someone to get Rui there. I don't know. I feel like they're probably looking to get Peimian versus John because they've always liked him for the China market. So makes sense. They want to push him towards the belt. Rod Tank seems to be hinting he's not fighting for anyone. Shout out Anonymous again. I haven't really been focusing too much. I've been so busy last week with this driving stuff. I did see one post, and it looked like the usual cryptic Rod Tang stuff we were seeing before the Japan show in November, but I just didn't have the time to really analyze it at all. So you'll have to tell me what he's saying. I honestly, I don't think Rod Tang even writes those posts. It's probably his team, but if he is being funny again, Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. Yeah, it's nearly midday. No breakfast, but yeah, I don't know what Rodtang's saying. If he's being mysterious again, I imagine he's angling for a bigger payday than he's been offered to fight Takeru. You know, the problem is one gave him something like 450,000 USD the last time he fought Takeru. So unless they match that, I doubt he's gonna be too keen on it. Maybe they've gone lower, or maybe he wants them to go higher. I don't know. I don't know any of those specifics. We'll have to see what happens. I hope that's not the case, that Rodtang is not fighting for one anymore, because we all love Rodtang, despite his eccentric behavior sometimes. He's a superstar, right? And that's good for fans, good for one championship. Stomach's really rumbling now. Yeah, I won't be able to hang on too long here. Going to my first one pay-per-view in April. Says Uzkion won. I'm too hyped. Never really been to any big events, sporting events. I hope it'll be good. So, is that where are you going? You're going to Fight Night or 175 or 174? It's going to be a busy month, that. Jeez. I've just clocked it. Yeah, I'll be on the road 3 weeks. Damn. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will enjoy it. If you are going to, yes, so you just updated 175. Well, you are going to have a great time. I guarantee you, because I say this to a lot of people. One numbered events are spectacular. They're really well produced. Obviously, the best cards one do by far. I just wish there were more of them, right? I always say this. I wish we had one of those every month. It's I would say, if you've been to a UFC pay-per-view, I would say one numbered events are like right up there, if not better, in terms of the spectacle. I think you'd be amazed how great of a show it is. It's from everything from lighting, production, everything like that in the ring. The pace as well is really well produced, doesn't drag. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And we don't know any fights really yet. Probably Takeru and Rodtang, if Rodtang does relent. But yes, 175. If you've never been to a one show, great way to start. If you've never been to a big sporting event, yeah, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be packed. I think 10,000 at least inside that arena, 12,000 or something. And Japan is great. I don't know if you've been to Japan before, but it is amazing. Tokyo is amazing. Just, yeah, I don't know where you're coming from, but you should definitely book some time before and after to just go see Tokyo. That's another thing of the numbered events. Yeah, it's usually held in a new country, so you can travel, you can do all the good stuff with that tourism. Right. Oh, stomach's growling. Sorry if it's picking up on the mic. But yeah, so we've talked about a couple of fights there. There was another one I think they announced. I haven't actually posted about them, so I can't show you on my Instagram. Maybe it's on one's Instagram. I think they have rebooked for the third time Lucas Gabriel and Akayev, which fell apart in December and January, twice in a row. So yeah, hopefully third time's a charm. It's not on one's Instagram either. Damn you, one. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to talk about it. Picture it in your heads. Yes, a lightweight MMA fight. Lucas Gabriel and Akayev. Let's see, lightweight MMA, and also Jeremy Miado and Willie Van Ruyen also been announced. I heard about this one last week. I was in Bangkok talking with Bokang's team, the South African lads, and they also managed Willie. And they told me about this fight. I completely forgot, but I don't spoil surprises for anyone. I wasn't gonna release the info before one championship did, but yeah, there you go. Nisi has posted about it. I'll show you. Good old Nisi Cassiano. Shout out Filipino Tier 1. Jeremy Miado and Willy Van Rooyen. Flyweight MMA. Jeremy Miado seeks to put himself back in his winning ways. Here we go, Olympic Stadium. Should be a good fight. I really like Jeremy Miado. I think he's very underrated. He's a great boxer. He did really well, I thought, against the dude. Well, fuck, the guy who beat both of these dudes. I'm blanking on his name. I shouldn't be. That's bad of me. You all know who I'm talking about. He came up through Friday fights. He's very good. Sorry, I haven't got going this morning. Avazbek Komazayev. That's right. So yeah, both guys have lost to him in their last fights. So this is sort of the Avazbek derby to see who can get back in there. Van Rooyen is a former EFC champ, so he'll be desperate to not get up and running in one. Miado won't want to have a second straight loss because he had rebuilt his momentum after 4 straight losses. He beat Gilbert Nakatani, great win, and then he won't want to go back to the losing category. Whom is Vero fighting? Anonymous asks. I don't know. I couldn't find out. Maybe I already heard, but I've forgotten. It's been a bit of a whirlwind since I came back from Bangkok with this, driving stuff. So, like I said earlier, I haven't fully dialed in. But this week I'll be getting back on the horse. But all right, that is the fight news. I'm gonna get out of here because I need to eat something, and I've got another interview coming up in a couple hours. But we'll check back tomorrow if you wish, because I have more interviews for you. I've lined up a few this week. I think it's tomorrow. No, nothing tomorrow. Well, we'll see if we can't do a show anyway. But Thursday, I know some of you will like this. Ben Tynan, have an interview with him. Thursday morning, Asia, Wednesday night, US time. I'll do a slightly better job of advertising this one. I this one I kind of threw out there at 5 minutes before I went on there. I had the power was cut off in my house for a couple hours this morning, so I couldn't get on Wi-Fi and anything like that. Couldn't turn on the computer. We don't realize how much we rely on these little machines, do we? Until we don't have electricity. So, I will advertise this a bit better for Ben Tynan. I think that's it for now. But I'm looking to do more interviews as well with people from the upcoming One Fight Night 40 card over this week and next week. Bear's working on it for me. Shout out to Bear again. But yes, One Fight Night 40 will be coming up Valentine's Day. God, it's already that time again, isn't it? Guess I'll be leaving next week for Thailand. Oh yeah. Damn. It's never time to slow down covering one, just event after event after event. Of course we'll have Friday fights as well this week. Like I said earlier, we haven't seen a card. Don't know what's going on. Maybe some last minute changes, but I believe there's a card this week. I'm not sure. I don't think it's one of those off weeks, because I think I did see a Thai card for it. But there's NG with a late message. Yeah, it's all right. What's up, NG? Come back tomorrow, or not tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. If there's a talking point, a hot topic, I'll do. I mean, I haven't done any shows last week, so maybe I'll do something else, catching up on in general on everything I missed. But all good. I'll definitely be back on Thursday with Ben Tynan. We'll see what else we can rustle up. But enjoy your Tuesday, guys. I'm gonna eat something. I'm starving, and then I'm gonna maybe watch some TV. Monday Night Raw. Bear was telling me earlier about it. Might catch up on that. And then we're gonna get down to Danny King interview, but that one is not live, so I'll put that out tomorrow maybe. But I hope you enjoy your Tuesday or your Monday night, guys, and I'll see you when I see you. All right.